Witches. Today I'm going to talk about the Alice Tarot by Karen Mahoney. So this came with a very nice book. This book is very thick. It's nicely bound. It has description and quite the write-up for each card. It also has some layouts and that sort of thing that you can use. So pretty nice book. This deck uses wands, cups, swords, and coins. The cards come in a really nice box. Now they come also with this little paper book, which is useful, but it's obviously not as good as the other book. Now with each card in this deck, there are two definitions. One is what they call the Rider-Waite-Smith deck meanings, so your basic meanings for tarot, and then the other is the Alice meanings. So the Alice meanings are always a little more quirky and maybe backwards, or a little bit funny. It's best if you're going to do a reading, either do a reading using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck meanings, or the Alice meanings. Like at the beginning of the reading, decide which one you're going to do. So this was a specialty deck. I had to advance order this deck, and it's not really available. You can find it if you're willing to pay for it now. There was also a large version with very large size cards, which now I wish I would have got just to have. But the deck is very beautiful, and as I'm trying to show you with the cards here, they have a kind of a sheen, like a metallic sheen on each card somewhere, and it really makes the cards pop. Like, see there, it's on the flowers. I don't know if you can quite see it, and on the thing she's standing on there. Some of them you can see a little better than the others, but it really makes this a really different and outstanding deck. This deck came, gosh, I had to wait all the way for it to come from the Czech Republic. It was a long time coming, and the company that made it, they advertised it, and you could kind of follow the making of it. They used live models and then superimposed on art. So you'll see like Alice and some of the characters, they actually are real people, but then, and they're in costume, but then they're kind of put into these artistic situations. So really different and really beautiful. And since I'm an Alice in Wonderland nut, I just had to have this deck. It was well worth the money. The readings are fairly complex. Even the Alice readings, I mean, they read kind of silly, and then you have to think about what the meanings might be. So if there was ever an art deck, this is definitely one. But I recommend this deck to anybody that really, especially if you really love Alice in Wonderland, because they're just so beautiful to look at. Can you kind of see how it's real people in there? That's my favorite card. See, I have the tattoo of the woodcut. So I will put a link below for the company that made these, and they may still have some decks left, or if they ever decide to do a second printing of them, then you'd be able to get them. So I'll put any links that I can find for you down there. And these cards are also thick and beautiful. You see the sheen on that Hermit card there? Look at that. I love anything that comes in a box, especially its own box like that. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks, witches.